Both of you are alumni of PIMCO. There was an article out recently that said that they are questioning whether we should have concerns around regional banks. Austin, what's your take?
I would take this one with a grain of salt because similar to that Hindenburg omen, it seems like PIMCO's predicted 20 of the last two recessions. So they seem to kind of run around screaming that the sky is falling, and it doesn't always fall. But in this case, there might be some justification. One of the things that we've done at Opal is we've significantly cut back our regional banking exposure, mainly because we saw some of these risks coming. As interest rates started to tick up, there were deposit issues like in the immediate term. But after you go out a few years, call it 2 to 5 years, and some of the commercial real estate lending starts to mature, it puts borrowers in a tough spot. If they had a decent asset where they were paying 2% on their loan, and all of a sudden the pricing on the loan goes up to 7 or 8% because just the base rate has increased, they may not be able to make those payments going forward, and they may not be able to refinance that loan, which then makes these loans on the books of the banks considered bad debt, and then they have to do something with them, whether it's sell them at a significant discount or hold them and hope for the best, or restructure them, taking a lower yield than what they could get on other loans, meaning they technically have to mark them down. All of these scenarios are relatively bad for regional banks. And so there's kind of one of two things that will likely happen going forward. You're going to see a significant slowdown in credit formation going forward as there is less lending coming out of banks due to higher interest rates. Or you're going to see the Fed reduce rates, allowing many of these companies to refinance at much lower rates and taking pressure off of the system. The most likely outcome is you're going to see some pressure, and then you're going to see the Fed reduce rates because of the pressure and save the guys who could hold out longer than everyone else. But it's kind of a story we have to wait to see how it plays out.
Adam, any thoughts?
Yeah, I think Austin covered it really well. So I'll just quickly add, I think it was last week, an office building in New York City in a short sale sold at a 67% discount to its previous valuation. So there's a bank or banks that just took a little hit to their capital on that one. And there are a lot more buildings like that. So the real question is, where are rates when they need to refinance? How many banks have how many of those loans on their books? And if those loans were all marked to market, what would that do to their capital? And in the moment, maybe we're okay. But if the Fed wanted to destroy the regional banking system, just increase rates another 25, 50 bips and then wait for the fireworks.